my darlings, and welcome back to my channel. Today is Friday and I have for you 3 BH Cosmetics palettes. You saw them in my Wendy Darling Wednesday, but today we're going to swatch them. We're going to do a look with them. I was going to do 3 separate looks, but your girl's not that crazy. I just cannot. I do not have the time. I do not have the patience to do that. So we're going to combine all 3 palettes into one look. So yeah, we're just gonna play around and see what we've got going on. So the palettes in question are the original Zodiac palette, the Zodiac Love Signs palette, and free with purchase, the Royal Affair palette. Now, I wouldn't have picked up the Royal Affair palette in general, like I just wouldn't have gravitated towards that palette, but these are so pretty. And I just happened to decide to do the color spectrum of all of the Zodiacs. So this is going to help with that as well. So yeah, let's just get into these palettes. I already have my concealer, my foundation, my powder, my contour, my brows. All that stuff is done. My eyes are primed, so we're just going to jump right in. So here is the Zodiac BH Cosmetics 25 color eyeshadow and highlighter palette. So not only do you get 25 shadows, you also get a highlighter. And I think these guys retailed, let me pull it up. So these palettes actually retailed for $16.80. And then this palette is $18 and it was free with a minimum purchase of $25. Sorry guys, these retail for $27. I did get them on sale. So I don't know if they still have that going on right now. I don't know, but yeah. And so on the outside, you have the baked shadows. And then on the inside, you have all the matte shadows. And then in the very center, you have the highlight. I'm not going to live swatch all of these. I will insert all of the swatches at the end of me yapping about it. So I'm really excited to use these in a look today. I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to be doing. So then the other palette is the Zodiac Love Signs. And I think that the original Zodiac has a lot more earth tones. This one is a lot more jewel toned and bright. And I really, really like this palette. I think the colors in this one are just so pretty and so vibrant. And not to say that the ones in the original palette are not, but as you can see, if I hold them up here, let's try not to gouge one out. As you can see, the palettes are huge for one, and the colors are just gorgeous. I don't see any repeats of colors. Maybe the one that is Aries in this one and Aquarius in this one. It's just a different shade, but I think they're about the same shade family. So yeah, I don't really see too many duplicates in here, and I'm really liking that. Even in the mattes, I'm not seeing too many duplicates. Maybe this one right here and this one right here, or this one up here. So yeah, you've got a lot of shades that are individual to each palette. And I did stick my finger in one, I believe. Yeah, I stuck my finger in Aries, which is mine. And then last but not least, we have the Royal Affair palette, and this is what it looks like. And again, this is not something I would gravitate towards, but in my last video, I did mention the color Crown. I really like that one. And then there's like this matte green called Monarch. I really like that too. So I don't know what I'm gonna do, but yeah, let's just go ahead and get into the swatches. All right, so these are all of the baked shades in the original Zodiac palette. And I started with my sign, of course I did. So this is Aries, and then you've got Pisces, Aquarius, Capricorn, Sagittarius, Scorpio, Libra, Virgo, Leo, Cancer, Gemini, and Taurus. These feel super soft. They are really buttery, and the shimmers, especially Gemini. Gemini looks like it's got like a duochrome to it. Oh, it's so pretty. So these are the baked shadows in the original Zodiac palette. The mattes, you guys, look at these mattes. Look at these mattes, you guys. They are insanely pigmented. They are so good. I can't even with these. I mean, I was not expecting this, especially when I got to this color right here, this Virgo color. So basically from this Virgo all the way to Gemini, those 4 colors right there, you guys, look at these colors. Look at all of these colors. This is a beautiful set of mattes. So you've got the baked one and then you've got this one. So it's going to be Aries again. So, and obviously we're moving in the same direction as we did earlier. So you've got Aries, Pisces, Aquarius, Capricorn, Sagittarius, Scorpio, Libra, Virgo, Leo, Cancer, Gemini, and Taurus. I am so impressed by the mattes in this particular palette. And since I just got the highlighter left, we're just going to go ahead and swatch that live right now. Whoa, that is pigmented. We're going to put this right here. That is a super blinding highlight. So yeah, let's just move on to the Zodiac Love Signs palette. First of all, the baked ones in this particular palette don't seem to be as soft and buttery as in the original palette. Could just be me, could just be my swatching finger getting a little rough, but I did feel like I had to build these up a little bit more so that I could get better color payoff. The one that stood out the most was Leo, and this is Leo right here, and it was a lot easier to swatch that one, just one swipe, didn't need to go back over it. A lot of these I had to go back over to get a better color payoff. So I will say that about this, but they are still all very gorgeous. Again, we've got Aries, Pisces, Aquarius, Capricorn, Sagittarius, Scorpio, Libra, Virgo, Leo, Cancer, Gemini, and Taurus. And here's what the colors look like. That is a beautiful, beautiful color right there. So is this one, but again, I had to build some of these up quite a bit for you to actually see them. So that is the only thing that I think is a downside of this particular palette so far, is that the bake shadows are not as good in the Love Signs palette as they are in the original palette. So, all right, moving on to the mattes. Alright guys, here are the mattes in the Love Signs palette, and again, I am impressed with the mattes in this one as well. These right here are so pretty, and surprisingly enough, these yellows really did swatch good, and this is only one swipe. Some of these I did have to build up, like this one right here. Even though the first swipe was perfectly fine, I just wanted a little bit more pigment, but I still got a really good swipe with that one. So yeah, again, these are super good. The mattes in both of these palettes are amazing. The only difference in this palette and the other one is, I don't know if you can see all of the kickback inside, and that's just from me running my finger like that. So here is the highlight color in this one on the back of my hand, so you can see it. I actually like the color spectrum in this one better than the one in the Love Signs palette, only because I think it's more wearable. For most people aren't going to gravitate towards colors like this, or maybe colors like this. So you really only get like these two and maybe these two that you can really work with if you don't touch neutrals a lot. But again, I use all kinds of colors, and I think this is a really good palette. I think for the price especially, you can really get some good looks out of both of these palettes, and I highly recommend getting those. So yeah, I wish I had like a discount code to give you guys, but I don't. So just go check them out. They're already pretty cheap as it is. So yeah, let's move into the Royal Affair palette. So here is the Royal Affairs palette. There are a lot of shades in here, so we're gonna get to swatching those. Some of these really surprised me, and some of these if you hear any noises, my husband's in the kitchen and the dogs are walking around. So anyway, some of these really surprised me, and some of these I could do without. Here are all 20 shades in the Royal Affair palette. And this one right here made me go, like, what? Whenever I swatched it. Because it's very unassuming. It doesn't look like it's a shimmer. In fact, I thought it was a matte until I actually swatched it. It doesn't look shiny in the pan. It didn't look shiny in the pan. Now it does when I've swatched it, but that one truly shook right there. That one. And then of course that green one, Crown, that I'm just enamored with. Yeah, that one is amazing. So is Princess, and this one right here, which I will name, and also this one. All the shimmers are really, really good. So I will go ahead and go through the names and let you know what's what. This one is Reign, and then you've got Majesty, Lord, Lady, and Regal. That's the top row. And then you have Crown, Duchess, Imperial, Monarch, and Enchanted. That's the second row. Third row starts with Throne. So Throne is the one that is just amazing. Palace, High Tea, Empress, and Aristocrat. This is the third row. And the last row starts with Primrose, Prince, Honor, Emperor, and Princess. So these mattes are not nearly as good as the mattes in the Zodiac palettes. I highly, highly, highly recommend the Zodiac palettes. And they're fun. I would pass. I would pass on this one. I'm glad that I have it because of that shade and that shade. And those are the only two shades that I will probably make a look out of. In fact, I really want to use Throne tonight, which is this one. So let's get started on the tutorial, you guys. I'm excited. So I am going to start with this Reign color in the Royal Affair palette. If you hear any kind of humming sounds, I turned on my overhead fan because I'm sweating like crazy. The weather doesn't know what it wants to do, and so it's hot and then cold, and yeah. Anyway, I'm not gonna talk about the weather. That's not what I'm here for. That's not what you're here for. I'm gonna start with that Reign color all over our lens. Okay, now that my wrinkly lids have color on them, so I'm feeling purples and blues and greens tonight, so that's what we're going to do. Alright, I think this one has a lot more colors in it that are usable to everyone. I wish this folded all the way back, but it doesn't, so that's another thing too. These palettes are big. I mean, I got a big head, but these palettes are huge. So, you know, if you don't have the space for these kind of palettes, then that could be an issue as well. Anyway, let's go into, I'm gonna do this Gemini purple right here. It's a lighter shade, and I'm gonna be very light-handed, just tapping that in. Look at that. Look at all of that pigment, and look at all of that kickback. They are very soft, so I'm just gonna and we're gonna go in to the crease. Actually, I'm gonna go higher than my crease because I want to bring this shade up. Yeah, let's just do this. Okay, right off the bat, these blend really, really well. I already had that other shade down. It blends really well with the other shade. And something also, I always take my shadow in, pretty much into my inner shadow, inner eye, whatever, so that when you turn your head this way, you have shadow all the way running through here. That's just something I like to do. Some people don't like it, I do. So I'm gonna go in with a little bit more. This time I'm not gonna tap the brush off. I wanna see just how pigmented I can get this. And I am just taking the MAC 217. I'm holding it further back on the brush, and I'm also just going windshield wiper motions in my, kind of on my, a little higher than my normal crease. My crease is here, but I'm going a little bit higher because we're gonna do a gradient. All right, so next I think I'm gonna move right over to Cancer, which is a little bit deeper, a little bit darker. We're gonna go in with a little bit on there. Very, very pigmented, you guys. Don't be heavy-handed with these products. And I'm not gonna tap the brush off because I just want to see. And I'm going a little bit below where we placed that other one. So this one is more of a pink tone purple as opposed to the one next to it, which kind of has a cool blue tone, if you can see. It's very pigmented. And they have really nice mirrors too. You know how some mirrors are just crap? These are really nice mirrors. Like, I am definitely, this mirror is better than the mirror I use down here. So I'm gonna continue on using this mirror. So yeah, and I'm just gonna go in with that lighter purple again and go back over this. And I'm bringing the color up more. I don't know why I'm like so turned away from you guys. I'm sorry. But and I'm kind of pulling it to like a point right there. And I'm just using what's left on the brush. I'm not grabbing any more product. I'm just moving the product around and getting it blended. All right, I'm gonna clean my brush off and I'm gonna go in with Taurus, which is that next shade darker. Actually, it's kind of, this one's the lighter one, and then it's this one, and then this one. But we're gonna go in with this color right here, which is Taurus. I want to deepen the crease and the outer V area, but I don't want it to be super, super dark. And don't worry if it gets on your lid, because we're going to carve that out and we're going to put on some other colors. I'm going to clean my brush off so that there's no extra shadow on there, and then I'm just going to go over with, I'm just going to go over and blend that line. So I'm going to take a fluffy brush. I'm actually going to take this Virgo pink, and we're going to go just above that line. And you may have lost some of your purple putting that pink down, but that's okay. Promise, it's okay. So you can just go in with a little bit of that purple that we first put down. And then I'm going to take another one of those Wet n Wild brushes. This one is kind of similar to the 217. It's a little fluffier. It's not as domed. Well, it's domed when it's clean. And then I'm just going to blend those together with no product. for the lids, what are we gonna do? I think that crown color. So I think I want to use the monarch color. Yeah, I'll do that. So for my lid, I'm gonna take this one right here. It's another one of those brushes from Wet n Wild. They don't really have names as to what they are, but it's just a flat little packing brush. And I'm gonna take the monarch, and I believe what I'm gonna do is I'm going to go, this mirror is good too. I'm gonna go on the inner and the outer thirds. I'm probably gonna do something like that. We'll see. And I'm just very lightly packing this on. I'm not swiping, I'm just tapping the brush on my skin. And I'm not getting any fallout. If you guys can see, I'm not getting any fallout. Thankfully, because I've already done my foundation. So I've got Aquarius right here. And I think I'm going to take my 217, clean it off, and I'm going to go in with a little bit of that on my outer, and this is the Love Signs palette. So we're going to go in with this shade on the outer third, over where we put that green and that purple. These colors are playing very well together. So cleaning off my brush again, I'm going to go in with some more of that dark purple. So I'm going to take the one that I used the monarch on, I'm going to flip the brush over, and I'm going to go in with crown. Crown may have to be wet in order to really get the color payoff that I want. I may have to use my finger with it, but loading up the brush, it's pretty darn good. And we're just gonna go right. We've got fallout. All right, we've got fallout with that one, so I'm just gonna take a little precaution. Okay, I managed to get it in my hair as well. All right, back in with crown. Flipping it over again, going back in with monarch. All right, so I think I'm gonna go in with my finger to really get that impact for crown that I'm looking for. See, I have hooded eyes, so if I look straight ahead, you can still see. That's why I started up here with the purple, so that you can still see it. When I do this, then you can see just how bad my line is. All right, I'm gonna go in with the brighter of the two purples, the more pinky purple, and we're gonna take that all underneath my lower lash line. In typical Wendy fashion, my eye is already starting to water. It was starting before I put the bottom on, but we're gonna go in with the darker purple. And concentrate that closer to my waterline. And with my 217, I'm going to go with that lighter purple. And we're going to go underneath both of those. Okay. eye wrinkles accentuated. Yeah. Then I'm gonna take that same brush, go in with Virgo, the light pink, and go underneath that. So you guys know that every single look I do a wing liner, and that's not gonna change today. So I'll be back with my liner, my lashes, and then we'll finish this face. I'll be right back. I'm kind of thinking I'm gonna lean towards using the NYX Liquid Suede in Amethyst, but that's not all. I have this, it's a lip pigment, and it's really pink, but it's got like purple reflex. Oh, I'm just gonna go everywhere, I just know it. It is, oh, it's already everywhere. Look at that, it's everywhere. But this is what it looks like. And I thought I would use that for, you know, a little bit of something. But this is the color that you use underneath, and it's called Grunge, which you could use this and this, wear this together, like you use it by itself or with the topper. I have my Ciate Glitter Flip in Iconic. That would look really pretty with this. I think I'm gonna stick with what? I'm gonna stick with that. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's put some blush and some highlight on this face. Gonna go in with some Purple Horseshoe. Yeah, use that as my brow highlight. All right, and we're gonna take that fluffy brush that we used earlier. Woo! Yes, ma'am. Gonna take some on my finger. Gonna go down the bridge of my nose. Tip of my nose. That's purple. And keep it the bow. NARS Orgasm, which is the shade right here. So yeah, I am glowy tonight. Okay, so you know I like to take my kabuki and I like to just kind of run that all together to give a cohesive look. All right, let's do these lips and take some pictures. So we're going to do this color in the outer corners. This color smells like paint. I mean, it is called lip paint, but it smells like actual paint. Alright guys, this is the completed look. Please let me know what you think in the comments. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. It helps my channel. And if you click that notification bell, you will get notified every time I upload a new video, which is Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Please stay tuned for Monday's video, which is my Aquarius look for the Zodiac series that I've got going on my channel. This will be the second installment. So yeah, I will talk to you guys on Monday. Have a great weekend. Bye! So the palettes in question are the original Zodiac palette, the Zodiac, almost knocked myself in the face. I'm trying to zoom in and out, I'm trying to pause. Alright guys, so the Love Signs palette. I love another... Oh, hi. Error. Okay. That was fun. Let's not do that again. Dropping stuff everywhere. And my mirror happened to fall in there and scratch it up. For joining me, enjoy. Look at the Grinch. So, alright guys, this is the final, no it's not, it is not the final. No, that's me. No.